Hello and welcome to Psychological Disorders in Childhood. I wanted to start by giving you a little orientation to our Moodle page and what our class will entail and get you started on the right track. So to start with, this is our Moodle page. It's organized by week in general, but the first section, titled Start Here, General Information, will cover the basics that you'll need throughout the course. So you want to check back with this frequently. You should read the general guidelines that are some tips and pointers for how to be successful and familiarize yourself with them. If you have questions at any time, I've created a forum for questions and answers among the students. I'd encourage you to ask and answer questions here, and I'll actually give you extra credit for participating in this forum, either through asking questions or answering questions. Other things in this general information section, you'll also have a final paper for the class, and all the information that you'll need is right here. After that, you can see things are organized by week. Throughout the week, you'll be working your way through each section. Within week, I have it organized by chapters, and we'll cover 2 to 3 chapters per week. So going back to our general information, I want to make sure that you review the syllabus right here very carefully. I'd also encourage you to print it out so that you can always have a copy on hand. This is what the syllabus looks like. Let me get to the top here. This is what your syllabus looks like. I've got my contact information up here. Email is the best way to contact me. I'll respond to emails during the week within 24 hours. It might take me longer on the weekends. Be aware that most of your assignments are due on Saturday nights. If you wait till Saturday night to email me, I won't necessarily be able to help you. So please make sure you look at all of the assignments and start doing the work during the week so that you have time to contact me if you have questions. The syllabus also has our course description and goals down here, so please take a look at that, and our textbook information, which is very important that you get before the class starts. We've also got a lot of material to cover in a short period of time. When you look at the total class time during the fall and spring, a 5-week summer course should add up to about 9 hours per week. So be aware that this class is a substantial time commitment. There are 3 big things that you can do to do well. The first thing is stay on top of the material. Read the textbook and review the PowerPoints and other materials, and do those things early, and if you need to go back, do them often. Next, do the discussion forum assignments. The assignments are designed to help you understand the material, so please be sure that you do them for your own benefit. Finally, ask questions and read the answers. Ask me questions early, or if you have questions later, you can use the help forum that I showed you previously. These are great resources. In terms of course evaluation, 35% of your grade is the discussion forum assignments. You'll need to post an initial response to the discussion question weekly by Thursday at 11:55 p.m. This allows your peers time to read your post and respond to it. Forum posts should be a minimum of 4 to 6 sentences, and many of the prompts have multiple questions, so be sure that you answer all of the questions in order to get full credit. By Sunday at 11:55 p.m., you also need to respond to at least 2 of your classmates' posts. And these should be substantial responses to keep the conversation going, not just I agree. Late posts are not accepted, but your lowest forum score will be dropped. And this is the rubric that I will grade your posts on. Next, we have tests, which will be 45% of your grade. There's 1 test per chapter covered, which makes 11 tests total. You can only take each test once. Each test will be 10 multiple choice questions and 1 to 2 short essay questions. And all tests are due Sundays at 11:55 p.m. And tests cover reading and any other additional materials like video that are posted on Moodle. Finally, 20% of your grade will be your final paper. I'll go over them in more detail in the coming weeks, but basically you're going to develop a fake case study that includes information about assessment, symptoms, and development of a specific disorder. A detailed rubric is posted on Moodle under the final paper grading section, which is right here. So going back to our Moodle page, a second really important document that you should be able to see is your course schedule. The course schedule looks like this. I've got it broken down by week, and basically what it does is it parallels what is on Moodle. This tells you what you need to do each week, and I'd encourage you to print it off and check things off when you're finished with them. So our first week, you can see on the course schedule, is pretty busy. We'll actually go back to our Moodle page and look at your assignments for the first week. We've got 3 chapters to cover. The remaining weeks will only do 2 chapters per week, so for this week I'd really encourage you to start early and give yourself enough time. First, we also have some introductory things to do. I've got a forum that I'd like you to use to introduce yourself to everyone, to get to know each other a little bit. And then I also have a syllabus quiz to make sure that you've read the syllabus and understand all the course criteria. So do these first things and then go back to your course schedule and check those 2 things off once you finish them. Then we'll jump right into Chapter 1. So for Chapter 1, you need to read the chapter. You need to review the PowerPoint that I posted, which will help kind of summarize the chapter. Then you'll have 1 discussion forum per chapter. For the first chapter, what I'd like you to do is find an example of cultural variability in the definition of normal behavior, and then answer a few questions about the topic. And then later on in the week, you'll need to go back and respond to other people's. Also, for each chapter, you'll have a test. For the second chapter we're going to cover, we're actually skipping Chapter 2, so we're going to go right to Chapter 3. You'll need to read the chapter, look at the PowerPoint. The forum for this chapter covers these concepts called equifinality and multifinality. And so what we're going to do for this is come up with some examples and discuss the importance of them. And then you'll also have a test for Chapter 3. And then finally, Chapter 4 will cover some of the important aspects of assessment and diagnosis. Your discussion forum for Chapter 4 will focus on the challenges associated with diagnosing children compared to adults, and you'll have another test. You can also see I've given you an example of one of the assessment tools, so this is a good example of extra material that you'll have on Moodle. That's the basic structure of how the class will work. If you have any questions, please contact me via email, and I look forward to hearing from you and reading your instructions on the Introduce Yourself forum.